We're surrounded by numbers all day, every day. And yeah, most of them just seem random. But what if I told you some of them follow secret rules, like a hidden code that we can actually crack?
So, are all lists of numbers the same? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer, well, it opens up a whole new way of looking at things. Because some numbers are just chaos, but others, they're part of a pattern. They're telling a story we can actually understand and even predict.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. I mean, look at the left side. Lottery numbers, total chaos. You have absolutely no idea what's coming next. It's pure chance. But then look at the right, house numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. You can see the rule right away, can't you? You know with 100% certainty the next number is going to be 11. That's the difference right there. Random versus rule-based.
And those are the kinds of patterns we're going to dive into. We're going to learn how to spot them, how to crack the code, and really get the simple but super powerful logic that's driving them.
All right, so let's kick things off with the most straightforward pattern. Seriously, this is the one you probably figured out as a kid without even knowing it how to name. It's all about one simple thing: adding.
This is what we call an arithmetic sequence, and the key phrase to remember is just this: adding the same number. That's it. Every single step is exactly the same. It's consistent, it's predictable, it's like a steady march forward.
I mean, look how simple this is. We start at 2, add 5, you get 7. Add 5 again, you get 12. And it just keeps on going. That plus 5 is the whole secret. It's the one key that unlocks this entire pattern.
Okay, so to make talking about these a little easier, we use a couple of key letters. The starting point, that very first number, we call that A. And that magic number we keep adding over and over, that's the common difference, or D for short. So for the sequence we just saw, A is 2 and D is 5. And that's all you need. Just those two little letters give you the entire blueprint.
All right, so adding patterns, check. We've got those down. But what happens if we swap out addition for multiplication? Well, that's when things get really interesting, and a whole lot faster.
And that brings us to our second type, geometric sequences. Now, the basic idea is the same. We're still just repeating one operation, but this time, instead of adding, we're multiplying by the same number over and over and over.
Okay, take a look at this classic example. You start with 1, you multiply by 2, you get 2. Multiply by 2 again, you get 4. Then 8, 16, you see where this is going. That times 2 rule is the engine here, and you can already feel how fast this thing is taking off.
And just like before, we've got some simple shorthand for this. The first term is still A. Easy enough. But instead of a common difference, we call the multiplier the common ratio, and we just call it R. So for this rocket ship of a sequence, A is 1 and R is 2. So let's put these two head to head. It's really simple when you see it like this. Arithmetic, you add a fixed number, D. That gives you steady, linear growth. Think of a perfectly straight line going up. Geometric, you multiply by a fixed number, R. And that creates explosive, exponential growth. That's not a line, that's a curve shooting for the moon.
Okay, so writing out the first few numbers in a sequence is easy enough. But what if I asked you for, say, the 100 number in the sequence, or the 1000th? You're not going to write all that out? That's where the real magic happens. We've got formulas for this, but don't think of them as boring math formulas. Think of them as cheat codes. They let us jump to any point in the future, instantly. And here they are, the cheat codes themselves. All you need to know is which term you want to find, we'll call that N, your starting point, A, and your rule, which is either D for adding or R for multiplying. You just plug in the numbers and bam, you get the answer. No need to do all the tedious steps in between.
Okay, let's make this real. How about a practical problem? Let's say a man is on a diet. He's losing a fixed amount of weight every single week. Now that phrase, fixed amount, that should be a massive clue about which kind of pattern we're dealing with here. So, let's break it down step by step. Step 1, what's the pattern? Well, losing a fixed amount every week, that's steady change, so it's got to be arithmetic. Step 2, what's our starting point, our A? That's his starting weight, 124. Step 3, what's the rule, our D? He's losing 1.5 kilograms, so our difference is negative 1.5. And now for step 4, we just plug those numbers into our cheat code formula to see what happens in 21 weeks.
And there you have it, just like that. We didn't have to sit there and subtract 1.5 over and over and over again. The formula just, boom, takes us right to the answer, 94 kilograms. How cool is that? It's just so much more efficient.
So finding one specific term in the future is super useful. But what if you need to do something else? What if you need to add up all the numbers in the sequence up to a certain point? Like, what's the grand total? Well, that's called finding the sum of a sequence.
You know, there's this great story about the famous mathematician Gauss. When he was just a little kid in school, his teacher, trying to keep the class busy, told them all to add up every single number from 1 to 100. A terrible, boring job, right? Well, little Gauss figured out a brilliant shortcut and had the answer in moments. He absolutely blew his teacher's mind.
And what Gauss discovered as a kid, well, this formula is basically the supercharged version of his shortcut. This lets you find the sum of the first n terms in any arithmetic sequence. We call it S sub n. And with it, you can add up hundreds, even thousands of numbers in a pattern with just one single calculation.
Let's try it out. Imagine a kid is building a tower with blocks. The first row has 2 blocks. The next has 5. The one after that has 8. You see the pattern, right? It's an arithmetic sequence with a common difference of 3. So the question is, how many total blocks would be in a tower that's 8 rows high?
And once again, the formula is our hero. Instead of having to add 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 all the way up for 8 rows, we just plug our numbers into the sum formula and we get the answer instantly. The grand total is exactly 100 blocks. It's not just powerful, it's elegant.
So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? What's the crucial point? It really boils down to this simple, powerful idea. Arithmetic patterns, the adding ones, they create steady, linear, predictable change. But geometric patterns, the multiplying ones, they create explosive, exponential, compounding change. It's the difference between walking up a staircase and launching in a rocket ship. So now you have the tools. You know the building blocks of these patterns. And the real question is, where are you going to see them next? Think about it. Your savings account, is that an adding pattern or a multiplying one? What about the way an idea or a meme spreads online? Is that just adding or is it multiplying? Once you start looking for it, you'll start to see these hidden rules absolutely everywhere.